take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry down for David Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Brought down at the 30.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 56 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Darnold on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
There you go. 44, Mike, 44.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Bears
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for him with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
The Vikings take over.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
A 3-yard pick.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 17 carries, 60 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Kane. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kane. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Montgomery. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got room. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kane. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 29.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Let's go. 56. 56.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kane, complete. Jefferson the target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Kane. And he finds Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a 1st down.
first down. Kane going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air on second down. Kane. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now, that's two big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
On first down, it's Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Darnold. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Darnold, a gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And Darnold going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that, which broke off his pass rush and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D, because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
brought down.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on first down. Kane, he's got this one completed to Mims.
Kane's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Kane's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Dalvin Cook.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On 1st and 10. Kane looking left side, and it's complete.
Kane's pass.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, check 56. You got block me. You got block me. You got block me.
Looking to throw. Kane. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kane. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
56. Push it back. Push it back.
From the gun, Kane. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Going deep for Montgomery. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot before break. Kane. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
That's the reason we ball for.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Kane throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Minnesota.
Back to throw again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now for the point after. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
44, Mike, 44. 6 man. Check that.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. David Montgomery, the target, out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 53. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike.
To throw is Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Darnold completes it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Darnold. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Bears get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down. Kane flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kane. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again. Kane. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
A throw left side taken in by Komet. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
4 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To the air again, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Montgomery, they'll run for it. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
56 right there, 56. Let's go. 56 tonight.
To throw from his end zone. Kane. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down. Kane able to connect with Mims. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Kane. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Kicker on.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2,
yeah.
and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost...
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. 20. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this.
No.
Okay.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Darnold to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he's got it up and through. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as